Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss about the next part of periodic classification of elements. In the last video, what we have done? In the last video, we have done up to Mendeleev periodic table. What are their merits? What are their demerits? And what are the things which lead to the formation of modern periodic table? So in this video, we are going to start about modern periodic table. So, what is modern periodic table? Modern periodic table came into existence in 1913 and it is developed by Henry Moseley. So, the name of the scientist which discovered the modern periodic table is Henry Moseley and it came into existence in 1913. So, what is the exact definition of modern periodic table? That the properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic number. क्या बोल रहा है ये मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल? इन्होंने बताया कि जो एलिमेंट्स हैं, जितने भी एलिमेंट डिस्कवर हुए हैं, उनकी जो प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो किसका फंक्शन है? एटॉमिक नंबर का। ठीक, तो हमें पता है कि हम जनरली वो कैसे बोल सकते हैं कि जो प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो क्या है? फंक्शन ऑफ एटॉमिक नंबर। अब हम ये बताएंगे कि ये कैसे इससे रिलेट करता है। जैसे हम बोले जो हम प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो जनरली कौन कौन सी होती हैं? फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज एंड केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज। हमें पता है कि जब हम एलिमेंट्स को अरेंज करते हैं पीरियोडिक टेबल में तो जनरली हम कौन सी प्रॉपर्टीज को लेते हैं? केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज को। सो जो केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो किस पे डिपेंड करती हैं? रिएक्टिविटी पे। जैसे कोई एलिमेंट ले लिया मैंने, जिंक और कॉपर ले लिया मैंने, इसकी रिएक्शन मैं करवा रही हूँ दोनों की। जैसे मैंने जिंक की रिएक्शन करवाई, किससे करवाई रिएक्शन? कॉपर सल्फेट से करवाई। तो कुछ ऐसी रिएक्शंस होंगी जिनमें जिंक है वो कॉपर को डिस्प्लेस कर देगा और क्या बना देगा? जैसे जिंक सल्फेट बन जाएगा। मतलब ये रिएक्शन जैसे फिजिबल है। तो ये कैसे हमें पता चला कि ये रिएक्शन हो रही है? क्योंकि जिंक क्या है? कॉपर से ज्यादा रिएक्टिव है, इसलिए जिंक ने क्या किया? इसको डिस्प्लेस कर दिया और क्या बन गया? जिंक सल्फेट। सो ऐसे ही तो हमें इससे क्या पता चला? जो केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं किसी भी चीज की, किसी भी एलिमेंट की, वो किस पे डिपेंड करती हैं? रिएक्टिविटी पे। सो फर्दर जो रिएक्टिविटी है वो किसकी पे डिपेंड करती है? वैलेंसी पे। वो कैसे कह सकते हैं? अब कोई भी जो एलिमेंट है वो रिएक्ट क्यों कर रहा होगा? अब ये जैसे ही हमने एग्जांपल ली, यहाँ पे जिंक क्यों रिएक्ट कर रहा होगा? क्योंकि आइदर उसका क्या होगा? ऑक्टेट वेकेंट होगा, मतलब उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए होंगे, और कॉपर है जो उसका क्या होगा? कंप्लीट होगा। वो क्या कर रहा होगा? अपने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को दे रहा होगा जिंक को। सो वैलेंसी पे कैसे डिपेंड कर रही है कि कोई भी जो एलिमेंट है वो कब रिएक्ट करता है? आइदर ही दैट एलिमेंट नीड्स इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टू कंप्लीट इट्स ऑक्टेट और डुप्लेट, or either they have the more number of electrons so that element can provide that electrons to some other element. So valency किस पे डिपेंड करती है? वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पे। वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स क्या होते हैं? the number of electrons present in the outermost shell of the element is called as valence electron. जैसे हम लिथियम के कितने होंगे वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन? लिथियम का एटॉमिक नंबर क्या है? 3। अगर इसका एटॉमिक नंबर 3 है, अगर हम इसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखें तो वो क्या होगी? 1s2 2s1। तो लास्ट शेल क्या हुआ? 2s1। तो 2s1 में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन्स आ रहे हैं? 1। तो ये क्या होगी? वैलेंसी हो गई। वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हो गए किसके? लिथियम पे। और वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किस पे डिपेंड करते हैं? एटॉमिक नंबर पे। जैसे हमने देखा ही, हमने क्या लिया लिथियम का? पहले एटॉमिक नंबर ले रहे हैं, फिर उससे हम बता रहे हैं कि उसमें कितने वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन हैं। तो हमें पता चला कि एटॉमिक नंबर किस पे डिपेंड कर रहा है? वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पे डिपेंड कर रहा है। वैलेंस इलेक्ट्रॉन्स किस पे डिपेंड कर रहे हैं? वैलेंसी पे डिपेंड कर रहे हैं। और वैलेंसी किस पे डिपेंड कर रही है? रिएक्टिविटी पे। और रिएक्टिविटी कैसे? वो केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज पे। और केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज जनरली कौन सी होती हैं? हमें पता ही है केमिकल प्रॉपर्टीज किस पे डिपेंड कर रही है? एटॉमिक नंबर पे। सो हम बोल सकते हैं कि जो प्रॉपर्टीज हैं किसी भी एलिमेंट की, वो किसका पीरियोडिक फंक्शन है, एटॉमिक नंबर का पीरियोडिक फंक्शन है। सो मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल ने हमें क्या बताया कि जो भी किसी भी एलिमेंट की जितनी भी प्रॉपर्टीज हैं वो क्या है, पीरियोडिक फंक्शन है उसके एटॉमिक नंबर का। जैसे जो पहले वाले साइंटिस्ट थे उन्होंने जो डिस्कवरीज की थी, उन्होंने क्या बोला था, उन्होंने एलिमेंट्स को अरेंज किया था ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ देयर एटॉमिक मासेस। बट जो मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल है इन्होंने किस पे बेसिस पे किया, एटॉमिक नंबर के बेसिस पे। सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन द अदर table, that is Mendeleev periodic table, and the modern periodic table. The major difference is that Mendeleev arranged the elements in order of their increasing atomic masses, and modern periodic table is that it arranges the elements in order of their increasing atomic numbers. So now we are going to study about the modern periodic table. This is general structure of the modern periodic table. But we are seeing here that there are how many groups? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. सो हम स्टूडेंट्स क्या पढ़ रहे थे कि मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल में जो हेनरी मॉसले हैं उन्होंने क्या बताया कि इसमें क्या है, कितने नंबर ऑफ वर्टिकल जो कॉलम है, जो वर्टिकल कॉलम्स हैं वो कितने हैं, 18 हैं, और उनका नेम इन्होंने क्या दिया, ग्रुप्स दे दिया। जितने भी वर्टिकल कॉलम्स हैं उनको बोला ग्रुप्स। सो हम कह सकते हैं कि इसमें मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल में कितने ग्रुप्स हैं, 18 नंबर ऑफ ग्रुप्स। एंड जितनी भी हॉरिजॉन्टल रोज हैं जो क्या है फ्रॉम लेफ्ट हैंड साइड टू राइट हैंड साइड जा रही हैं, जो ऐसे जो ये हॉरिजॉन्टल रोज हैं इनको हेनरी मॉसले ने क्या बोला, इन्होंने बोला इसको पीरियड, इनको क्या नाम दे दिया, पीरियड। सो हम कह सकते हैं कि एक मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल में हाउ मेनी नंबर्स ऑफ पीरियड्स आर देयर, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So in modern periodic table there are 18 number of groups which are vertical columns, and there are 7 number of periods which are horizontal rows. So he had given the name to different groups differently. Like he said that the group number 1 and group number 2 are called as S block elements. Why they are called as S block elements? As the electron present in the outermost orbit of every element goes into the S block. As we take the example of hydrogen, the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. So its electronic configuration is 1s1. So the electron came in the S subshell. So that's why they are called as S block element. Similarly, if we take the example from second group, like for example beryllium, we take the example of beryllium. Beryllium is having the atomic number of 4, right? If we arrange it in the form of electronic configuration, how it is written? 1s2, 2s2. So here also the last 2 electrons go into the S subshell. So the elements present in group 1 as well as in group 2 enter into the S subshell. That is, it enters into the S subshell. So they are called as S block elements. Similarly, the elements present from group 3 to group 12. Then elements present in all these enter into D shell. So they are called as D block elements. They are called as D block elements. Similarly, the elements which are present from group 13 to group 18, they goes into the valence shell electrons enters into the P shell. So they are called as P block elements. And some of the elements which are present here are taken from here and put into 2 different rows below the modern periodic table. They are called as lanthanide series. This is called as lanthanide series. and the series below this is called as actinide series. Why these are called as lanthanide series? As the first element present in this row is the element named lanthanum. So they are called as lanthanide series, and the element present in actinide series, the first element present in actinide series is actinium. So they are called as actinides. The elements which are taken from here are called as inner transition elements, means both the lactinide series as well as actinide series are known as inner transition elements. As these elements are called as D block elements, are also called as transition elements. So these are the elements which are taken from transition elements. That's why they are called as inner transition elements. And also the name of first group is called as alkali elements. The elements, the metals present in these groups are called as, in first group are called as alkali elements, alkali metals, and the elements which are present in group 2 are called as alkaline earth metals, and the elements present in group 1 are called as alkali metals. What are called? They are called as alkali metals. So every element which are present in group 1 are called as alkali metals, and all the elements which are present in group 2 are called as alkaline earth metals. And the elements which are present in D block are called as transition elements, and the elements which are present in which are present from group 13 to group 18 are called as P block. So up to this all things are clear to you. I hope you understand each and everything. So we will study now about what are these elements, how they are classified, why they are called as alkali metals, why are they called as alkaline earth metals. So let us take alkaline earth metals. Why this name? These group 2 elements are called as alkaline earth metals because these metals are mostly found in earth crust. So they are called as alkaline earth metals because, as the name states, earth metals, the metals taken from earth. So they are called as alkaline earth metals. Similarly, these group 1 elements are called as alkali metals. As the name stands, alkali. Alkali means the metals which form bases and hydroxides. That is alkalis with when they are dissolved in water. Like if we dissolve hydrogen into water, what is formed? Hydroxide ions, that is OH negative ions. This is called as alkali. So they are forming, the group 1 elements are forming alkali metals. When they are dissolved in water, they form hydroxides and basic oxides. So they are called as alkali metals. And the group 1, group 2, the elements which are present in this side, that is, this shaded area separates the periodic table into two parts. That is, first is this part and second is this one part. So the area present between the periodic table which separates both the parts of the periodic table are called as metalloids. So the shaded area, here the elements which are present are called as metalloids, but they are called as metalloids. And the elements which are present on the right hand side of these elements, that is, the elements which are present on the right hand side of the metalloids are called as non-metals. So all these elements which comes here are called as non-metals, and the elements which are present, rest of the elements which are present on the left hand side of this shaded area, we can call it as metalloids, are called as metals. So these all are what these all are? These are metals. So we divided the periodic table into three parts. The first one is metals, the second one is metalloids, and third one is non-metals. The metalloids have properties of both, that is metals as well as non-metals. As we know that, what are metals? Metals are elements which conduct electricity, which conduct heat, which are sonorous in nature. Sonorous means which produce ringing sound, and they are hard in nature. And what are non-metals? Non-metals are non-ductile, non-malleable. They do not conduct electricity, they do not conduct heat, they do not produce sonorous sound. Now what do you mean by ductile and malleable? As we know, the elements, the metals which are converted into thin sheets like layers are called as malleable metals, and the metals which are converted into thin sheets, thin wires with the elements which are metals which are converted into thin wires are called as ductile metals. So metals are ductile in nature, they are malleable in nature, and we also know that the metals, that is metals, alkali metals as well as the p block elements, they combinedly are called as normal. They are combinedly are called as normal elements. They are called as normal elements. And we see that the elements which are present in period 1 are only two elements. First is hydrogen and second one is helium. So this first period is the shortest period, and the elements which are present in group 2 are 3 to 4. These is medium, and these are very long periods, right? Now up to this, I hope all things are clear to you. So आज हमने क्या पढ़ा स्टूडेंट्स? So आज हमने पढ़ा कि मॉडर्न पीरियोडिक टेबल क्या है, वो किसने दिया? हेनरी मॉसले ने दिया, और उसकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स क्या है, उनको किन किन पार्ट्स में डिवाइड किया गया है हमने वो देखा। जैसे ग्रुप 1 और ग्रुप 2 को क्या बोल रहे हैं? एस ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स, and from group 13 to group 18 are called as p block elements, and the remaining groups between 3rd group and 12th group are known as d block elements, and the groups which are present below the periodic table are called as f block elements. So in the next video we are going to discuss about further what are some of the characteristics of modern periodic table and about trends in the modern periodic table like valency, electronegativity. Thank you.